Yo, what is going on, guys? EmSwizzle here, and today I will be talking about the characters that I personally do not think will come back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, recently, I made a video on where I talked about who I thought would return to the game, but now I'm going to make a video about who I think will not come back to the game. So yeah, there are a good amount of characters on this list that have appeared in Animal Crossing New Leaf that we have not yet seen in Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I do not think that we'll ever see them in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Some of these characters not returning are a bit disappointing, but they sadly have been replaced. So without further ado, let's get right into the characters that I do not think will return to Animal Crossing New Horizons. So the first character that I do not think will return to Animal Crossing New Horizons is Porter. Now, some of you guys may have saw this coming, but as hopefully all New Horizons players know, that Porter has been replaced by the Dodos, Orville and Wilbur, who are the ones that run the airport, who are, fun fact, the Wright brothers, who built the first working airplane, Orville and Wilbur. So back to the topic. Orville and Wilbur kind of take over the travel system for Animal Crossing New Horizons, which was Porter's purpose back in Animal Crossing New Leaf, but now he's just sadly replaced, which is a sad loss for me, as Porter was one of my favorite NPCs in Animal Crossing New Leaf, so that's a bit saddening for me, but I guess that we'll get over it, and I do play New Leaf a good amount to this day, so I will still see him now and then in my New Leaf town. Now, the next character that I do not think will return to Animal Crossing New Horizons is Harriet. Now, the reason why I think Harriet will not return is because she has been replaced by an object, also known as a vanity or mirror, one of those. Yeah, so for those who are unfamiliar with Harriet, she was the one that would give you a brand new hairstyle in New Leaf at Shampoodle before you could change up your look with a vanity. And I'm actually glad that Nintendo added this feature to change your face with a vanity, because it gives people a chance to change a facial feature that maybe they didn't select right, or change their hairstyle if they changed it in real life, or something along those lines. So that basically means that Harriet has no other purpose. So unless she returns for some kind of special event, which sounds unlikely because I'm not too sure like what she would even do there, then I do not see her returning to New Horizons at all. Kind of sad because I kind of like Harriet, but yeah, pretty sad. The next character that I do not think will return to Animal Crossing New Horizons is Joan. Now, for those who do not know, Joan was the one that sold turnips in Animal Crossing New Leaf, and she would do exactly what Daisy Mae does in Animal Crossing New Horizons, but in New Leaf. Now, the obvious reason why she's not returning is because, yet again, she has been replaced, and she has likely retired from selling turnips and passed it on to Daisy Mae. And I'm actually not really complaining about this one, although I have really liked Joan, and I have nothing against her. I just like Daisy Mae a little bit more. Even though I barely even buy turnips, and the main reason for that is because I don't really play Animal Crossing on Sundays before 12 PM, and they're kind of complicated, and I usually don't end up making that much off of them, because I don't really visit other islands to sell my turnips. So yeah, I wouldn't really have much of a say on who I prefer, but from what I know, I like Daisy Mae a little bit more over Joan, and who knows, we might have the exact same opinion. So comment down below if you like Daisy Mae or Joan better. Let's see who agrees with me and who does not agree with me. The fourth character that I do not think will return to Animal Crossing New Horizons is actually a duo, which is Nat and Chip. Now again, for those viewers who are unfamiliar with Nat and Chip were the ones that led the bug-off and fishing tourneys in Animal Crossing New Leaf. And the reason that I do not think that they will return is because they have been replaced just like everyone else on this list. They have been replaced by CJ and Flick, the two new hosts that are making their debut in Animal Crossing New Horizons. And honestly, I'm kind of 50-50 on who I like more. I like that Nintendo created brand new hosts so that we can have a different experience, but I also really like Nat and Chip, and it's quite sad to see them go. But I do like the direction that Nintendo is taking New Horizons and introducing brand new characters, and so that the game is unique in comparison to New Leaf. And now, the last character that I do not think will return to Animal Crossing New Horizons is actually a trio, which is Pete, Pelly, and Phyllis. So for those unfamiliar with those three, they all worked in the post office and mail industry in New Leaf. Actually, just yesterday, I had caught Pete delivering mail to the residents in town, and Pelly and Phyllis work at the post office where they can save your mail and do other various things for you that have to do with mail. And the reason that I do not think Pete, Pelly, or Phyllis will return is because there's simply no need for them. Pete delivers mail. I mean, I guess we could have him roam around the island and say that, but that's kind of pointless. And as for Pelly and Phyllis, I mean, there's no post office anymore. In New Horizons, there's an airport that you send letters through, but there's no place for Pelly and Phyllis to even fit in, since there's no building for them. What are they going to do, just sit next to Orville? Although I do have one theory. So, if Nintendo decides to add more buildings to the game, then they could get their own post office building, because as of right now, there's no way to save mail like you could in New Leaf, but this is very unlikely because if Nintendo has not already made a post office building, I doubt that they'll do it in the future. So guys, that is all for the video today. If you guys enjoyed, consider subscribing to the channel. I daily upload with Animal Crossing content and news. And also, if you are still here with me all the way throughout the video, comment the word Pete, since Pete likely won't return. And I'll be liking and replying to all the comments that say that. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. That is all. Check out all the links in the description. Give the video a huge thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I cut her off when I say that we're done, but I say that we're done every day. Don't want me back, but you keeping me rough. You tell me what you want from me. You was so 50, is you really with me? Cause I can be gone in a day. What do you want from me? What do you want from me?